Okay, so no one knows us. I'm Smee. Who are you?
Well, why yours are my fucking name? So
I didn't say your name, bitch. Who are
fair enough.
you?
Let's just go with red.
Red. Okay, this is Red. This is Smee. We're gonna do another podcast this following Friday, but we were feeling the fucking creative juices, and we just decided, you know what? Let's fucking do another podcast right now. Alternate topics, maybe the same topics. Who knows? And this is first on the list. This beautiful young lady. Read my helmet.
I don't
Hit
know
it.
if we're gonna go. We're really you're really starting off strong there with.
Okay. Would you hit this? Let me just before we
Okay,
even
hold on. All
go.
right. First of all, this is you're
It's
being
looking
very
okay.
crude here. This is the whole thing is this is an ethical question of the
Is it
moral
about?
dilemma.
Well, I'm just
Can
look. I have
you
autism
can you or
awareness.
can you not date a person with Down syndrome?
It depends on what they think.
Well, before you actually watch this, uh, I would say no,
You can't.
but I
If
would
you're
I would.
autistic, you can hit on an autistic chick, right?
Okay,
Because look,
first of all,
have you seen?
screen
Have you
cap.
seen? Hold on. Have you seen the autistic video where it's this black autistic guy and this other guy's recording him? He's like, "I hit the pussy," and he's like, "Ooh, yeah," and he's like, "Big titties." He's like, "Ooh, yeah," like hit it from the back, and he's like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
that
what else? What
Reddit
else?"
channels don't count for like.
He got pussy. Bro, no. If you're
Okay,
autistic,
well,
you want to hit that autistic pussy. Well, let's go
I'm
ahead and
not.
agree.
Yeah, of course he wants to. What but I mean, there
Okay.
are plenty that aren't that would like to as well. But the
So are you
moral
saying?
dilemma is:
Go ahead.
can you, if you were out and about at a bar
Yeah.
Saturday night and there's a Down syndrome
Obviously,
person
I'm at a
sitting at the
bar on
bar,
Sunday morning.
she's sitting there with her juice. Can you
Uh
or
huh.
can you not send some vodka over there to make it a sweetheart?
I mean, would I? No. Can you? Fuck yeah. She's at a goddamn bar. What do you think she's
Okay,
there
okay.
for?
All right. Well, here, let me just show you this.
I mean, Shane Gillis, he always says he's half autistic. He could hit on her, right? Hey,
Well,
I see you
it
got an
looks like
extra
he made
chromosome.
this one. This looks like his sister. Right.
She's got nice eyes.
All right, I don't even know that's
Turn it
going
up.
there.
Turn it up.
Let me see here. Make this go to. Can you hear the audio?
No, I could hear it before, and now I
No, all
can't
right.
hear it.
Now you can
Send
hear
it
it.
through your
Okay.
computer. Or streaming speakers? Or streaming microphone, maybe?
Hold on, hold on.
I don't know. You should know.
Hmm,
Test it out. Nothing. Try
nothing there.
streaming microphone. Nothing.
Wow, I
Sorry, guys. This is
never
our
get that.
first video, and Brandon, nothing.
Well, it's not giving me the output here. Yeah. Well, go ahead. Let's see.
Nothing. I could hear it before. Before you, I can hear that.
Yeah, because it's coming through my microphone.
Yeah, it's better on the very first thing you had it on.
I'm not sure why it's not coming up through there.
It's good to have an interface that like sort of is the medium to everything.
Well, yeah, I'm not the one who's in control of where the recording audio is
I'm not
being
the
pulled
one
from.
who's so far. Yeah, you are. You
Because
literally are. This is your setup.
it's. What do you mean? It's coming. The recording is going into this. I have multiple audios coming into this.
Press play.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
maybe I
working.
should do it because I can get it to go through because I'm the one who's responsible for the audio
That's
recordings
why,
going. Whatever,
that's
whatever you
why I
said.
was saying that. Silly bitch.
Well, then what, Brandon? So why didn't you say, "Hey, you should do this recording" instead of literally you had it up ready to go?
Honestly, because I wasn't too sure. I
Well,
wasn't
it's
too sure if
okay.
it would work or not.
It's all good.
So
We'll make it work, brother. All right.
we'll
So
see.
let me see. Did you send this to me in Instagram?
I should have. If not, just go to YouTube and put "Assumptions Become Reality."
Okay, I'm not seeing it on the gram. So assumptions become reality. Down
Here,
syndrome.
I'll stop sharing my screen. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because of how we're actually sharing the screen.
All right, you ready?
But I
Oh well,
drink a margarita.
I can hear it now.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
You can hear it?
Hey,
Perfect.
bartender,
Yeah.
you assume that I cannot drink a margarita, so you don't serve me a margarita? So I don't drink a
What a
margarita.
dick.
Your assumption becomes reality. And parents, you assume that I cannot live on my own, so you don't
Can't,
encourage
bitch.
me to live
You're
on my
retarded.
own. So I don't live on my own. Coach, you assume that I cannot hit
You
harder.
assume that I
Don't
can't
train me
hit
to
the
hit
shit
harder.
out of you,
Don't hit harder.
so I
And
don't use
teacher,
all my gorilla
You
strength.
don't know it, no, but you know in your mind.
you assume that I cannot learn Shakespeare, so you don't teach me Shakespeare.
That's not true. I saw monkeys write Shakespeare.
So
It's lagging a
I
little
don't
bit.
learn Shakespeare.
Let me pause it. It's lagging a little bit. Just let it calm down. It's getting a little extra chromosome.
E-I-E-I-O. But hey, if all your assumptions become reality, then assume that I can drink a margarita. Will you serve me a margarita? So I
wait
drink
for
a
it.
margarita.
Wait
Assume
for
that I
it. She
can
just
live
says
on
no.
my
She's
own.
drinking. She's living on her own.
So I live on my own. Assume
All
that I
right.
can hit harder.
Now she's
So I
beating
hit
the shit out of the punching bag.
I
Assume that I
mean,
can learn Shakespeare. So
Assume
what
that she
foolish
finally learned how to
immortal
read,
thing? I learned fucking Shakespeare.
and assume that she can cuss. That's a
okay,
very big thing.
okay,
Now
bitch.
hold on. We just made a lot of assumptions. Let's keep this rolling
This
just for a
bitch just made a
little
lot of
bit.
assumptions. Well, I was just stopped it because you were talking, so I was like, "Well, does he want to talk?" All right, I'm gonna keep it
Yeah, keep it
rolling. You
going.
ready?
Keep
Because
it
I'm
going.
keeping all this stored in the old cerebellum.
You assume I can't swear, right? Assume that I can.
It's
Ooh,
because
see,
you
you made
couldn't
assumptions,
swear, right?
Blake.
No,
She
I
made
didn't. She's
assumptions.
telling me that I made an assumption. I don't give a fuck. She just said, "I still made something." But
Do that job. That I can go to parties. That I can
Wait
have
for it.
sex. That I can be on stage.
We can now.
Assume that
That
I
was a green
can.
light.
So maybe I
that was a green light.
That was a green light,
You
dude.
can't. And you can't say that.
This was made for by and to fake guys.
Budweiser.
will.
Budweiser. Assume that I
Okay, let's
can,
look at
so
this.
maybe I will.
Why
Cool.
did it say,
Oh my god,
why
they
did it
even
say,
put
why
it.
is that in italics? Assume that I can,
Why
so
was
maybe I will.
why was it the Asian cool down at the end?
What's up with this guy? Like literally, like he's autistic and Down
Like
syndrome.
smug.
No, he's like looking down, like "Hey, we don't." This
It's probably
guy's
neck,
literally
neck
retarded
hurts.
and Down. This guy is old as fuck and looks like he has like Lou Gehrig's. This
Carrots.
girl just looks fat. She doesn't look like she's actually down. She's got a weird nose.
I
And they
mean,
picked the hottest girl out of all of
gravity's holding
them.
her down.
They whoa. And they picked the hottest girl out of all. I wonder why this girl. Why isn't this girl the main? What's up with that? Why they pick the cutie with a booty?
Who was the writer that was on Big Bang Theory that Sheldon was always feuding with?
I don't like the Big Bang Theory. Big Bang
Oh, how
Theory.
dare you!
Well, the
Well,
reason
it
is
is
it's
too
gay.
close to home
Oh, because I'm a slightly autistic.
because you're slightly
And
artistic.
yeah, for all of you who don't know, we were at HEB, and I remember that day quite well because I'm artistic, and we bought
That's so
chips,
funny.
we bought sour cream because we were doing poppers. You better shut your mouth. And we got
For sure up
to
here.
it's the fourth lane from the left, and when we get in there,
It's where you got bait raped.
the
Fourth
lady
lane
was
from the
like,
left.
"Hey, how you doing?" And then Brandon's like, "Oh," I started organizing everything really nice and neat. And then Brandon's like, "Forgive my friend, he's artistic." And I was like, "He just said artistic, right?" And then what else happened, Brandon? Fill me in, you dick.
I assumed that you could have gone to HEB and we could have had a good time.
We had an amazing time because we're talking about it. Can you get your dogs on a leash?
Yeah.
We're
Well,
talking
they're
about Shannon.
in a kennel. Wow, that's rude.
Yeah, well, I can hear it.
Damn
Well,
rude.
yeah, and
Play play the rest of this real quick.
no,
And
no, no,
finish
no,
this
no.
off.
The cashier heard him say artistic, and then he had to clarify. No, no, no. I said artistic, not autistic. And then I didn't know because I'm autistic, so I didn't realize anything had happened until we got to the fucking car, and I was like, wait, did you say I was
To be fair,
autistic?
she looked at
She
you
laughed.
kind of like, you know, when you see like somebody taking care of like a kid with cancer, and you're like, oh, you're doing a good thing. Like she gave me the nod that she was proud that I was your friend, and it made me feel good.
21 Savages World Down Syndrome Day.
I'm
Okay,
telling you,
so
so this was bought and paid for by a whole conglomeration of people who
I mean,
believe
yeah.
that
What is
Down
Fundación
syndrome
de
people should
Carito?
be served
This
alcohol at a
is,
bar.
bro.
Let's
Look at
just
these
say,
last two.
should they
They're
be able to
Italian,
drink at a bar?
bro. They had to go over the whole world. Look, they went to Canada, Australia. These are both Italian.
Hmm.
Down
Yeah, it's like
Syndrome
international
International.
organizations.
That's got to be like Switzerland, because Switzerland does everything for it, because it's we're neutral.
Hmm.
American NSD. I don't know, New Zealand Down Syndrome Association. That's New Zealand. I
Wow.
don't know what India. That's the autism
I feel like
kicking
you
in.
had to be autistic to figure this out.
And it shows a fucking DNA strand. All right. Sorry. So what's your point? I answered it pretty spot on, right?
That
I
yes, you
could,
believe. Okay.
but
All right.
like, would I? I mean, I probably wouldn't hit on her because I'm not like desperate.
Wait, because
But I have a buddy. His name is
you
McLovin
assume
because he
that you
looks like
would
McLovin.
strike out, but you
Well,
would be
let's not
wrong.
be cliche with the you assume you're therefore I am. I have a buddy whose name is McLovin because he literally looks like McLovin. If McLovin hit on on that middle girl, not the one on the far left, I'd be like, McLovin. I mean, she's autistic, but she's cute, dude. It's like the midget. I remember somebody telling me they would fuck a midget, and they're like, "Have you seen this midget? Look at that one."
Oh yeah, that would be. Let's
That would
see.
not be red. Oh,
Well,
you're
if
gonna
you're just
pull
gonna
it
look
up.
up a midget,
Big
I
J
bet you I
Okerson.
could find it.
Is it Okerson or Okerson? I feel like that's your podcast persona.
What? Hold on here. Hold on. Ha!
It's
Already found it.
Okerson. Oh, all right. I'm unsharing, so you can share. Hit it.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yo, seriously? But you're gonna say?
She's gorgeous.
I mean, come on now.
What's her name? Give her a shout
just
out.
googling a hot midget.
Gemma Suicide.
Dude, I'm pretty
Hold
sure
on,
this
let's read the
person.
comments, please. Gemma Suicide.
I guarantee you, this is a fake
Wow.
account. Because
Look at the second one. Living Doll.
oh,
Wow.
that's kind of fucking eerie.
It's kind of like the sizest.
No, that needs to be investigated by the local authorities, dude. That motherfucker keeps bodies.
Wow, they didn't put a comma after smiling. Yeah, she's beautiful. You know. Oh, my girlfriend just walked. She's hideous. Why would you?
She's disgusting.
Go ahead and undo those. We can do that, right?
Yeah, sure can.
I mean, not on YouTube, but we can send this to Spotify.
Not on that.
Wow, these are not even bad. What do you mean? This is her.
Right?
Like,
It was like a hat. Everything was all
suit.
blurred out.
Yeah, the worst one is when we can see like 3 inches of her crack, which is her entire crack, obviously.
You know what? Hold on. There we go.
Fapolo? What the fuck is Fapolo, bro? And how do you know that term?
First of all, it's pronounced Fapello.
Fapello?
It's Italian, and you're
and it means
racist.
to
if you don't know.
masturbate. It literally means to masturbate. All right.
So you're gonna still say, really?
Well, she's handicapped, so look, she's got no legs in the fourth photo.
Dude, that's a lifetime
she's
disability.
got no
check.
legs. Look at her. She's not only midget, she's
you can clearly tell right here. Like that's the first one you can see with the little bitty fingers.
Her cock would look. What are those real fingers?
Did you just say her cock?
I meant to say my cock would look huge. Because look, my dick might not be that like thick, but it's
thin
short.
And small as fuck.
Super short. Ooh, I like tiger lily. Okay, we're getting into some.
Now we're just looking at porn.
Yeah.
Oh God, no.
Dude. Oh God. Okay, so back to your original question. You were kind of like judging me hard whenever I answered the question.
I wasn't judging you.
Well, you were curious. Like very. Yeah, you're fucking dwarf curious. What do you think about like Okay, my original statement was like, could I? Yeah, I totally could. Should I? Probably not. Like, let's have some class. I wouldn't hit on a Down syndrome girl at the bar, but I would totally have a conversation with her and just become friends with her. But I would just feel weird.
I
It'd be
mean,
almost like she's too
I feel like I would
childlike.
want to make. I would want to try and make a friend, but then I feel like when you ever talk to somebody like out of like a concert or something, and then you make the mistake of them like they're a fucking weirdo, and now you're like, I opened up the door to be friendly, and now I have to deal with this shit.
Yeah, but that's just the price you take because like some the price you pay because sometimes you talk to people at concerts and they're fucking super cool.
Uh,
Like not always, but they're usually not. If you're at a reggae concert, they're not weird. I mean, I love
dude,
reggae. You love reggae.
I
Like,
there's
I mean,
been
we're
more
talking about
than
reggae concerts.
enough.
Let's be clear. Can you hear me? Oh, you're lagging a little bit. Why is my connection just flawless? Brandon, hello. Wish I could like pause the recording, but I can't. So we're just gonna keep it rolling with this beauty right here. Chuck Norris.
That
Brandon, are
was
you
weird.
there? Holy shit! Yeah, you kind of like lagged out. I was about to
Yeah.
start
Okay.
my Chuck Norris line of jokes. So we were talking about weird people at reggae concerts, and you were about to say that you met a weird person, probably. I'm assuming. I made an assumption that you're about to do that.
No, I made the mistake of I went to go play a jam night recently at a local venue called the Exchange in Corpus.
I don't know. Oh, I know that
And
place. Oh no, we saw the band that played El Farolito.
finally,
You walk in, there's the bar in the front. To the left is the
yeah, yeah,
stage. To
yeah.
the right is pool
The
tables,
yeah,
and
and then
some cool
upstairs they have
pictures, some
little
paintings.
balcony shit.
There's a
Yeah,
balcony
exactly.
at the top. Okay, yeah. There was a jam night there.
So
That's cool.
yeah, so every like Thursday or Sunday they have the jam night, right? Went to go play the jam night. Met up with a couple people. It was fun. Didn't ended up playing from like midnight to one ish. Um, one of the people who I was playing with,
What night was this? A
uh,
Thursday?
it's like Thursday night.
And Shannon was there.
No, hell no.
She just went to go
No,
jam.
the
But
jam
that's
night's
fucking
supposed to start
awesome,
off at
dude.
9:30, and I got there at 9, expecting shit to kick off at 9:30. No one
But these are
even.
irresponsible musicians. It
Of
started at
course it is
11.
because it's well, really what it is. It's the people who are part owners of the venue, who are also musicians, and they're just kind of hang
Bro,
out.
I
And
would
it's people. If you
love,
want to hang out and jam, like you can start at any point. But I really didn't know anybody aside from a couple of people, so I just kind of let it
bro.
play out
Okay,
naturally.
Brandon. So this is off topic, but it's on topic, but side. Like side.
Side note:
You need to get a looper pedal,
I have one.
and you need to come up with a little jam that
I have
people will be
several.
like, and just bring the looper pedal, your amp, and just start fucking jamming. And people would be like, you would be the life of the party because you would
Believe
set
me,
the
I
jam. It would be
that
like, hey
is
guys, I'm playing the chords. No. I'm playing the chords and I'm jamming, which is going to make other people go, I want to jam too.
well. So they had it to where you're because they have like the venue like on their stage they have the amp set up for everybody, so they have all everything like you're supposed to use live. And I brought my acoustic instead of my electric. I could still plug in, but I plugged in through the PA system, so it was just a straight acoustic through everything, right?
All you have to do is
um
looper, like
oh
acoustic
yeah.
into the looper, looper into the PA.
Oh no, I believe me, I brought the looper. I brought everything with me, expecting this to be like, hey, yeah,
I
we'll
brought my
set this up.
entire studio.
What it actually was a bunch of people who like
Fucking
play
around.
together all the time, they're using Gem Night as more of like a let's get together and jam.
Practice.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I mean, it was fun, it was cool. um I did get to play with a couple people who like actually play live shows, like real working musicians, so that was real fun. So everything worked out well. But the drummer, I added everybody on Facebook, right? And then
Yeah.
the next day,
Go
the next
ahead and
day
give
of
a
like,
shout out to this weirdo. I mean, this professional drummer.
yeah. The next day when you start looking at people who you added on Facebook and
Like,
you're like, or
whoa,
you have
I was
like
out of
new
my
stuff
element.
on your feed, like so the next morning I'm like I'm taking a morning shit. I'm looking at my Facebook and I'm like, you start seeing like Trump and the Democrats did this, and that's because the UFOs and my baby mama won't talk to me. I'm like, who the fuck is this dude?
But
I'm
bro,
like,
that's
oh,
not that weird.
that was the bassist. Oh, great.
Bro, to be
Okay.
honest, that's not that weird anymore. Like the right and the left are so crazy, but like when it gets like, look,
No,
my
but
parents
it started
are
off as that
fucking.
and led into a hey, this is like why my life is in shambles post.
Mm,
Like it was, I'm tuning
nobody
it
wants to
down.
hear about your
I'm shaving it
problems.
off way more. It was like when people overpost a little bit,
Oh yeah.
like you can
Was that
overpost
on
and be
Instagram or
like,
Facebook?
that's on Facebook.
That's why you
Yeah,
got to be friends with them on Instagram.
yeah,
All they do is post pictures, no fucking
yeah. It's
20
true.
words of
That's
why my life is so shitty.
yeah.
Well,
It is a weird thing, but it was
well,
fun to play the show though. So
yeah, no, that seems really cool. I'm actually jealous. I wish that there was more stuff like that. Like
I'm
Corpus
sure
is more
there's like
like
tons.
grassroots. Nah, man,
What?
Houston is too we're trying to be the top. Like everything's legit, you know what I mean? And when everything's legit, you miss out on like the hey, like me and my girl, we just opened up this club and we just like rock music. Brandon, there's not a club that you can go to where there's like rock and then because the city's so big, think about it, there's a lot of weird people in rock music. Like you're gonna get
Mm-hmm.
the weirdest of the weird. It's not like corporates where it's like cliche weird, like, yeah, he thought there's like UFOs and shit, but he like plays good bass. No, it's like fucking there's a murderer here. Like Houston, big cities are good for good stuff, but when it comes to slightly weird stuff, it becomes too much.
Yeah. Oh
It's
yeah, but there's also
hard
more
to
I
explain.
think there's more availability depending on like location, you know.
Well, bro, just think about numbers of people. Like when probability goes up because of people, things can get kind of crazy. They can get really good if it's like a good section of probability. Like for instance, like Latina clubs here are way better than they are in. They don't exist in Corpus. There's literally no real Latina clubs because everyone's cholo there. Everyone's like Mexican, like American. They're like American first. Culture is
Yeah,
Mexican, which
it's
is
much
awesome.
more
But here
more
it's like
South Texas Chola
yeah,
LA like
yeah,
wannabe
yeah.
instead of like the
Hey,
traditional what you
vato, you
see.
know.
Well, yeah, it's like that if like we have surfer guys much like how like the traditional whoa, you know, like like
There's like
Keanu Reeves
hippies.
type.
Yeah.
Like there's that version of those people, but I feel like the traditional
Everyone's
cholo
pretty even
vibe
kill.
there's really not that much here in Corpus of that, and if there is, it's kind of I mean there
It's
are,
like
but
family Mexicans.
it's a southern value more than anything else.
Yeah,
It has a
that's what I'm
different
saying.
twang to it.
Like the southern Mexican values are much like hey, let's just get together and hang out. But here it's like, oh, you're from Colombia, you're from fucking Mexico, you're from Spain. Like, you know what I mean? Because there's so
Yeah,
many different
it's much
people.
more internationally
Like
diverse in
we
that
when
sense.
we go to a Latina club here, it's like Honduras, Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil. Everyone's from everywhere, and so you get the best of that. But
That's just
you
people
miss
bragging about
out.
how fucking far they walked, and it's not impressive.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But no, I'm saying you miss out on like the metal scene. The metal scene is only we have a bar here where you can watch a metal band, or we have a club here where you can watch a metal band. It's not like let's get together and jam.
Mm.
That's cool.
I
There's
feel like
literally
there
there's
is
a
more of a
there's
metal.
a
There is a definite metal scene and a rock and like singer songwriter scene in Corpus. Like there is a
100%.
much more of
I
a
like it's
like the I
grungy
guess
and
how you
sort
were saying
of
like the
it's weird when I
independent
say it.
shit, but it's like yeah, because it's a town full of people who don't
Well,
have
like
options to
Corpus,
make it because it's 4 hours away.
the Hard Rock Cafe, or what do they call it in Corpus? It's the Hard Rock what? I know there's a
No,
venue
it's
like
House of
that.
Rock.
House of Rock. The House of Rock here is like bringing in legit bands. The House of Rock in Corpus is like bringing in like your buddy's band who's really good for being your buddy's band. and a cover band who does what was the place or what was the concert you went to a couple weeks
Oh,
ago?
that did the cover
It,
tribute band to System of a
yeah,
Down. Yeah, Devil
and
P. That was pretty good.
yeah, it was sick. Yeah,
Yeah, no, they
that
do
doesn't exist
well.
here,
Okay,
really.
counterpoint. It is also not the venue's option to bring in giant names, and my argument for that is multiple bands all the way from New York City and Maryland have come down to play, and from Florida, like annually they have come in to play in
Bro,
Corpus
big bands
because
still come
there's
to
a scene
Corpus.
for reggae rock because they go in that little weird triangle
Well,
of like up there,
we
down here,
saw
down here.
Iration, we saw Stick Figure, we
Yeah,
saw
that's what I'm saying. They
a
hit, but they also
lot of
hit, but they
badass
hit.
bands.
Well, don't they always hit Houston, or is it? I mean,
They
no, I know it's
sometimes
always
skip.
Austin. I feel like
It's
it's always
always
Austin,
Austin and
Houston.
Corpus. It's Austin, Corpus, almost always. Sometimes Houston too. I don't know why. I think it's because those bands like the weird vibe, and Corpus is kind of weird. Like, bro, remember when we went to that fucking that Stick Figure and Iration concert? At what's the name of that fucking? It's like a restaurant bar. I forget it. It's not Concrete Amphitheater. It was another one where they do crawfish a lot of the times. Shannon got kicked out because we got
Oh, Brewster Street.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was
Brewster Street's got
tight.
weekly.
That was what happened.
Yeah, I mean Brewster Street just still has shows weekly. I mean,
It's
they've never stopped
awesome.
doing live music.
It's not big. It's not like a legit theater, bro. It's all wooden. Some guys out there like with a hammer made that fucking theater. And honestly, those same bands go to Houston and they're playing in these big ass fucking places. It's way cooler in Corpus
I think it's
because
also I think it's
it's more
dependent upon the band, like
concentrated.
how much they can actually like venue capacity and like
Back
expectation of
and
ticket sales.
fall.
Because the
Let's show
one
a
thing I've
video of
found out is
this.
they're supposed to actually reach out and like the process of reaching out to venues and going like, hey, like booking shows is something that I've been trying to dip my toes into to be like, hey, can I actually do this with somebody? But
What do you mean? Do what with somebody?
trying to get on with like media production companies where you're helping like band bookings and stuff like that.
Okay, look at this. So, people that are watching, this is not a concert venue as much as it is an outdoor restaurant
Well,
with a
that's when they
fucking
did the parking
stage.
lot party, right? Isn't that Iration?
This
Yeah.
we were here, bro. We were
Yeah, well,
at
yeah,
this
wasn't
exact.
this
Let's watch. This, I remember
we'll
we were
pull up
here
the
live
actual
from
video.
Parados. I know. I was just waiting. I was in chat. Literally right here.
Yeah, I mean, if that's Brewster's, that had to be a parking lot party then, because that Brewster's doesn't have the metal
This is right to the
scaffolding.
left. You know where Shannon and us got kicked out with the picnic benches and
Yeah, yeah,
the show is. I'll show the stick figure one. That was in the actual concert place. This was to the left.
yeah. That was a parking lot party.
Uh huh. Yeah, but this is
Yeah, that was fun.
makeshift, bro. This is all makeshift. Nice cloud. Bro, we're literally right here in the front. Make it all right.
Yeah, that was a really good show. I know that. I feel like
Yeah.
they do a lot of shows coming through Corpus probably like every year.
And then they do that cover band. Whoa, that is not Brewster Street. They should take. Whoa, this is not. Okay,
What? That's not. That's
they don't have
definitely
it.
not.
They don't have it. It's literally not here.
Hmm.
We're gonna make it
Anyway.
all right.
Oh, that's probably
Yeah.
Brewster's.
Anyways,
The
no.
Parker
Yeah,
McCollum.
that's Brewster's, but it's not.
Yeah,
See,
that's
this
the
is
inside.
what Brewster's looks like. Yeah,
Dude, that's 10 years ago. Holy shit!
it looks better than it does now. Anyways,
All right.
um, yeah, I think that like Corpus has a real unique sort of scene that's not quite big mainstream, but that's kind of what I like about it. Like it's still good enough to be like, you want to go see a live band tonight? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Oh, there's a bro. How many bars are there in Corpus?
Yeah. I mean, hell, there was an open mic tonight at a House of Rock that I was thinking about going to, but it started at 6:30.
I mean, there's so many bars. When we did the St. Patty's Day with the Russian's mom, I mean, bro, we had a great time.
The Russians bomb. Yeah.
Yeah. Pass is the pass.
Speaking of bars in Corpus, yeah, there was one right down the road from us. That I don't know if you ever went to. Do you remember the Office Club?
The
It was
Office Club? I
remember
don't
the
know.
you remember Big Sam's?
Club Corpus Christi. Big Sam's?
Hmm.
That sounds
Big Sam's
familiar.
was kind of like where where your apartment was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
okay.
it's
I went to one in Leper Street. I'm looking. It was past HEB on the left side, coming
that's
from
Big
your house.
Sam's.
Or oh no no no! Big Sam's is, and there's a bank in
Is
the
a
same.
there's a
I
yeah,
never
and
went
there's
to Big
also a
Sam's.
Chinese place right there too.
It was before my second apartment. Yeah, yeah, the Chinese place. I know where Big
Yeah,
Sam's is.
before
Yeah,
the
yeah,
second apartment.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
On the left before. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, across the street is
Which side? Right side?
just across the street from Big Sam's, like on the right side. It was a place called the Office Club.
By the
Where you,
Chinese place?
no, just like literally on the other side of the street.
Is that Leper Street or Upriver?
No, there's one going upriver. Yeah, it was like Leopard and upriver. But that the Office Club, the owner was recently caught in a sex trafficking scandal with a teenager.
Let's go.
So yeah, and
Yeah, I
that
mean
was fun watching all of the.
that little section of town is sketchy looking.
Well, yeah, it's
You
Leopard
know,
Street. Well, you know how it's like you're. I don't know if
Leper
you
Street
do. You
runs
have
right next to.
anything.
Go ahead.
Do you have anything to do with the Nextdoor app or anything like that?
What's the next door app?
The Nextdoor app, it's like kind of like a crime tracking app. Like you sign up, you put in your address, and it verifies your address, and it's basically a way for you to talk shit to all your neighbors. Essentially, yeah, it's like Facebook for people who live within like a 2 mile radius of you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
usually for like missing pets, shit like that, right?
Oh,
Well, when this lady who owned the bar got busted with a
Big
sex
Sam's.
trafficking ring,
The
no, the
lady
Office
got
Club.
busted.
Yeah, the lady and her husband got busted, I believe. But I know the lady for sure. I don't know if the guy was her husband or not, but the lady was the owner of the bar of the Office Club, and or it wasn't even the Office Club. It was called Talbert's, and it was like her name was like Amanda Talbert. And you find that if you
Google
look it up.
now.
Yeah, I think it was Amanda Talbert. Um, Essentially all of that before the news even released everything, all my next door feed was like full of people like talking shit, and then like the Facebook Calico Estates group, like all like the Facebook neighborhood groups were like all like talking shit about this lady like before even the news had released it.
Okay, that's a little further than where we lived. It's a little past it, right? Man, I miss
Yeah, this
Corpus,
should be there. It's like
bro.
right down the road.
The current at 37. I'm looking right now. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, dude, I miss that place.
Yeah, it's just right.
I don't miss the
Yeah,
fleas
dude.
though. That was really bad.
No, the fleas were at the other place that was called. Hold on, let me find it. Toloso Midway. No, where's
God, fleas
HEB?
by the Tolosa one.
No, we didn't have any fleas. You're talking about Lost Creek Ranch, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, fleas
That's
were pretty
yeah.
bad there because they don't do any sort of like they don't spend any money on that shit.
Well, yeah, this apartment complex is old as shit.
Bro, I want to say I went to. Gary went back there. He was at another place. Okay, hold on. There's another bar I went to that was. I don't think it was there.
Does he still work there?
Yeah, he went back.
Hmm.
Wow, the current wasn't even built on freaking Google Maps yet. Like, what is wrong with this place? Okay.
Wasn't that was the newest one before y'all left Corpus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to find this bar that I went to. It was a little rundown shack, kind of like where you're saying Talbert, but I don't think it was Talbert's.
Maybe it was probably the Office Club before it was when you were here. It was the Office Club.
It might have been there. I went with the guy that first worked with me. Ooh, I think this might be it. Let's see. No, that's a dentist shop. Yeah, whatever.
Hmm.
All All right. So what have you been up to, bro?
Not much. Job hunting during the day.
What are you thinking about doing?
At this point, sucking dick for money. I don't know. Jeez.
Oh,
I got probably like $1,000 left of unemployment coming in, and then past that, who knows? Figure it out. So I've
well,
applied.
you
Dude, I've
applied
applied for
at where
fucking
was somewhere
everything.
you applied at? It wasn't. Was it Amazon that you applied at?
I worked for Facebook for a little bit.
No, I remember that, but there was something recently that you just told me about that you were applying for.
Oh, AEP, probably.
What's AAP?
Oh, yeah, all the ones that like the electric company. All the ones that
Oh
I had
yeah,
recently applied to, yeah, nothing panned out with that. So we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, not very good.
wax and wane,
Uh
waning and
huh.
waxing. It'll be. Yeah. I mean, whatever. No,
Yeah.
it's just okay. So this Australian stabbing, I only saw the headline of the mall. And then I looked up, I saw some videos. The guy looks like he's just like walking around, jogging around, like about to stab people. And then people run away from him. And it didn't look like it was hard to like escape his fucking lane
Yeah.
death.
Well, I
Like,
mean, yeah, but
what?
if you don't know what somebody's, how many people do you think could be stabbed beside you before you realize that people are being
One.
stabbed?
Literally one.
One. I don't know, man. I think if you're in a mall situation, like, yeah, if you're aware, sure,
If you're
but
by
like
it.
he was stabbing like middle aged women. I mean, they're probably in shock immediately. Like what the fuck just happened? Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
I
like,
think it would be more of a
I
ooh, I
think
don't
it's
know.
also crazy that like he was just running around a mall on a rampage for like a while,
Well, did you see his
and
father
no,
came out with a video and like his father looks like if I told you, hey, here's a video of this guy's father. Tell me the nationality of him. He is the definition of an Australian dad.
I want to
Like
see it now.
yeah, look up Australian stabbing father.
Australian stabbing father.
Yeah, you'll pull it up. It's Sydney Stabbing's assailant parent says he was a very sick boy. Let me see. I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you on your Insta.
Why do I see a fucking clown mask guy? What the hell? Oh no, I
So
got a
yeah, I think
video
that's
here.
also the problem with streaming to Riverside is that my audio can't stream, so I can't pull stuff up and show it to you.
Hold on, say what you just said.
So that's also one of the issues of streaming onto Riverside is that I can't pull up like my audio on my computer and then like show you video clips or something like.
You
You know
should
what I
be able
mean?
to even when I'm joining, I
Maybe
can
I'm not
still
doing something right.
stream us. It might be, audio is confusing because there's like 19 different inputs, but I bet there's something that's missing out.
Hmm.
Is this what you're talking about? This guy right here?
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah,
He
play
was a
him.
monster. To me, he was a very sick boy. Believe me, he was a very sick boy. I'm extremely sorry. I'm heartbroken for you. Look, this is so horrendous that I can't even explain it. You're trying to give you an intelligent conversation. I can't do it because I'm just devastated. I love
Yeah.
my son. I made myself a servant to my son when I found out he had a mental illness. I became his servant. I did everything because I love that boy. He wanted a girlfriend, and he's got no social skills, and he was frustrated out of his brain. He let himself down because, look, he was taking on medication because he was doing so well, but then he just took off to Brisbane, and I went down there and spent a day every now and again with him and did everything I can, but then he took off to Sydney.
Okay
I knew
then.
it. He was fucking heartbroken. He was pissed off that he couldn't get a girlfriend. And then he
Yeah,
killed women for it. What a
dude.
dumbass. Fuck that piece of shit. I mean, I feel bad for
I
the dad.
mean, I'm trying to. Yeah, the dad is the part that breaks my heart a little bit. Poor dude.
Yeah,
Even
he
he's like, I
tried.
tried to help this guy.
Yeah, and the wife knows, like, he really did try. But, like, hey, at some point, it ain't the mom and dad's
Yeah.
fault. Like, the nigga
Well,
was
I
crazy.
had found a picture of this Sydney You know what? Oh, maybe this is it. Joel Koch, bad looking dude. Like that's when I was very kind of surprised.
He didn't look bad from the video. Like I couldn't.
Oh yeah, here, look. I'll send you a picture to your Insta. Here.
Oh, you can share the picture right on the screen.
Where? I just sent it to you. Yeah, where you can pull it up.
Pull it out.
Oh, I forgot I could also do that. Yeah. Oh, also share tab audio window. To share audio, share tab. Okay. Okay. So it's on your screen. Also
For some
share
reason, I went to
system
food
audio.
porn, the most expensive fried rice in the world.
Gross. Okay, I think I actually figured this out.
All right. Whoa, he looks really bad.
Oh, oh my god. Oh my god, no. Oh, here we go. This is on our
Why
topic
can't I
of
magnify?
Beautiful, awesome guest. You guest, you your
my
friend,
audio. I
is
can't hear shit.
very fun. How you
Oh, that's why.
Theo. Autism and Theo. All right, let's see it.
going?
Is that airing for you? That's not airing for you, right?
No, it's just video, no
I don't know
audio.
why it's not. Okay, so if I do the regular speaker headphone, because that should be going to desktop audio now. No. Okay. I don't know why that's not. What is the input into this? Voice mod. Okay. So
I
then,
threw all my stuff through voice mod. Voice mod does capture everything. See if that does it.
yeah, but for some reason it's not sticking onto voice mod. Like my audio output is not. Mm-mm. Yeah, you may as well just cancel this fucking recording. This is horrible.
Well, it's a practice just to get the technical stuff right.
Choose your output line voice. Okay, yeah. Nope. So I don't know why it's not. It automatically resets it. I'm letting that play just so I have audio. So now I can hear it, but I know you can't. All right. Jesus Christ. Intel display audio? Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I have it set to where it says when you share the screen here on this. Here. How about if I just share the actual tab?
Assume that I can hit harder. So I hit harder. Assume that I can learn Shakespeare. So, what fools these mortals be? I learned fucking Shakespeare. You assume I can swear, right? Assume that I can do that job.
Not because bad, right? I see
And I can have sex. I can be on stage.
If you can't even speak
Yeah.
properly, how are you
I
supposed to
don't
live
know.
on your own? And all right, so what happened with that? Couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I have no idea. It won't.
Hey, well, it's all
I
good.
don't know how
We'll
to do
problem
audio
solve
for
it
this.
another day.
Yeah.
Favorite movie of all time. We're at 44 minutes, bro. We're rolling through it.
Well, I don't know how much of this you're gonna actually be able to use for anything.
Well, I'm gonna send it
Okay.
to you, and you can cut and do whatever you want. We're not live, so it's just a recording, you know.
Well, I think we need to actually sit down and actually put together like a little list of shit to do. I like your
I
idea
have a
to do
list.
this, but I don't know how you do this at
I have a list
Riverside.
right here.
I need to look at Riverside though. This is kind of cool. So I'm,
No,
I'm
no, no.
looking at Riverside
I can
website.
export the video. I can export the video and send it to you, and then you can do any kind of editing that you want to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. See. Oh yeah. I'm looking at their all their little.
The only downtime
What do
we
you call
had
it? Their
was
little
figuring out
services.
the audio. I think Derek
Yeah.
spent some money on Riverside. So
Oh, did he?
yeah, I think he spends a
I'm
little
sure.
bit
He
each
seems
month.
excited about this.
All right, favorite movie of all time. You have to fucking say it right now, or I shoot you with my finger.
Strange Wilderness.
Is
Oh
that with
shit, a
the New
porcupine.
Zealand? Oh, Strange Wilderness. Which one is that? Is that
What?
with the New Zealander
Strange Wilderness
or
with
the guy
no.
that was in uh Saving Silverman, where his
Justin Long?
dad
Oh, Steve. Yes,
Steve
yes, Steve Zahn.
something Steve Zahn.
It was
You
Steve
know, I started that
Zahn
movie and I never
as
finished it.
the dude. That is what
His
they go on. They
his
go on a hunt for
dad
Bigfoot.
had yeah, his dad had the fucking wilderness show, and then he took over, and then it started tanking, and then they did
Yeah,
the
the show
Bigfoot.
is fucking awesome, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna
Justin
have
Long
to
gets
watch it.
eyeballs tattooed on top of his eyelids so that you can totally look like
looks
you're awake when you're asleep, man.
yeah, man. Justin Long peaked, and now he's done.
This you could also see. Who was the really fat kid from Superbad?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. This was the fattest Jonah Hill has ever been in this movie.
That is amazing because everyone likes a fat, funny guy, and when he lost weight, everyone lost interest. That's why. What's happened to
Yeah,
Jonah Hill?
I mean,
Nothing in a while.
he's off finger banging fucking models when he's living his little fun life, dude. Let him have fun. He's enjoying life. You think he made
Whatever.
movies? If you made, I think if you can get to a point where you get like hundreds of thousands, millions in the bank, millions in the bank. If you have millions of dollars in the
For
bank,
sure.
millions. I mean,
You're done.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
Never,
I'd be done.
you
I'd be
wouldn't,
done with
catch
hundreds of
me,
thousands. Hundreds of thousands in the bank. I'm out. Yeah, I'd be
dude. You
fucking
give me
done.
$40, I'll disappear tomorrow.
$10 for a fucking line of cocaine.
You know what?
Done.
I will pay you.
I will suck your cock, sir. Yeah, no, I agree. There's I know for a fact I would not be one of those actors or actresses that stayed in the game for a long time. I'd make my money about.
I think that's kind of the way you have to do it. I don't think you can stay there for very long.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of people that stood there. I mean, they
Well,
liked that. They don't like nowadays. I think Hollywood's kind of ruined it. But like back in the day, it was all about like, let's just act, let's have some fun, let's see how far and like how in depth we can get into this character. But now it's tainted.
Well, yeah, back in the day, you could butt fuck kids and on Nickelodeon and with pickles, and
Whatever happened to
they
that
could
day,
still
you know?
make
Like,
really good decisions.
did you watch the Quiet
The Quiet on Set? Yeah, I did. Watched all of those. Oh
It
man,
wasn't that crazy to me.
no, it was one of those things where like after you come, do you keep watching it? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I thought the craziest thing was the guy that they don't even talk about. They talked about the Schneider guy, Dan Schneider, for fucking ever. I think all he did was just say some inappropriate shit, some questionable shit.
yeah, at the end
The
of
fucked up
everything,
guy was the guy who jacked off to the little girl and sent her a freaking video or whatever. And then the guy who
whoa,
fucked
okay, hold on. Let's
the guy.
point fingers here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
that
not
little girl.
too
It was her
outlandish.
fault.
All right. I
She
mean, I
shouldn't
don't
have
know.
fucking made him feel like he could send her that picture, that video.
I know that for
Dirty
sure it was pushed as like this, like, look how much of a piece of shit Dan Snyder is. And then at the end, you're like, so yeah, that the one dude butt fucked Drake Bell and Dan Snyder was very mean
Yeah.
to everybody.
Dan Schneider was mean and kind of like sexually weird with his conversation.
He was mean and he made people do things that
The
they
guy that
wouldn't have
fucked
other
Drake Bell
done.
is the demon, though. I don't know why they didn't lead with that.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, well, you know the best part about all that, literally like 2 days after it dropped, there was a
Drake
whole
Bell
thing
said
with
it was
Drake
fake.
Bell. No. That'd be funny. No, he actually came out with a song about how like
I've been
this is my
fucking the booty
story.
hole and it's
No,
kind of
seriously,
gay.
yes. Have you not seen the song? It is
No,
a
that's
whole thing, dude.
well, good for him, being all gay. And now that he's
He
been
well,
fucked
he
in the ass,
used it
he's
as a
officially gay,
publicity
right?
stunt to be like, "Hey, I was butt fucked as a child. Also, check out my latest album, like and subscribe."
Yeah, I need money,
Like,
and I'm
what
trying to
the fuck?
capitalize on this. Bro,
Yeah,
these, like, come on, what has he done? That's what I'm saying. He wants that money.
I mean,
It's
hey, you
just
should
sad
pay
that
him
it's
if you
all
got butt fucked,
gimmicky.
but
I mean, I just think
it's
it's
weird that you
sad.
can't. I can't take. How are you supposed to take somebody seriously, and like have like really like an empathetic heart when they're like, "Man, I got butt
And they
fucked as a
haven't made a
kid. Also,
song
check out
about
my newest album." You're like,
it.
well, hold on, wait a minute.
Bro,
Obviously,
like,
there's a disconnect there.
show business is so, like, sad in a way because it's like, now that he's in the spotlight, he's like, shit, I'm in the spotlight. I need to sing a song about this. Like, there's
Well, he
no
got pretty big
real.
in Mexico apparently. Like he was
It's
apparently he did really well down there.
because
Because
there's
what?
gotta be a joke. There's gotta be a joke sitting behind it. I mean, I
uh,
feel like yo quiero taco culo.
he did really well in
Me
Mexico. This is
gusta
his
taco
newest
culo.
song.
Bro, I feel like it's
Oh
kind
my
of
god.
sad that they're like dance for me monkey kind of thing,
Yeah.
like they have real talent, like being able to like sing and play, instruments and act is a real talent, but when you're really efficient with it, you're very like your timing is like impeccable. Like I'm on a documentary about me getting fucked and my dad feeling guilty about it. Let me write a song right now. I'll sell it. It's like what? This is
Yeah,
so sad.
it's a strange thing to
What a
capitalize
joke.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
It is very kind of reminiscent of
it's
like where's the man, not to sound like the old like, man, where's your shame, but like, damn dude,
yeah.
I remember at a time where like shame would keep you from like being proud of underage pregnancy kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like shame would stop that from being celebrated.
There's a lot of
Now
kids
it's
these
like,
days that are
yay.
There's a lot of
It's
kids these
kind of the
days that
same
are
thing.
proud about just being trash at shit. Like, and it's weird. The mentality is
Yeah.
shifting,
Well,
and are we seeing the signs? Like, are we seeing the writing on the wall, or are we just like our grandparents who used to talk shit about us
I blame the homosexuals.
and the hippies? Yeah, I think it really is the. I mean, sad to say this because like I'm pretty democratic, but I think Democrats have fucking ruined the world. They've gone
Yeah, well,
way too far.
they
There's
went
no
too far
like
absurd with it.
left of center. It's like no, no, no. Fuck the center. If you're the center, you're an extremist. All the way left. Like where is the nearest fucking doctor that's gonna change like my sex for my 10-year-old? And if you don't agree with
Yeah.
that, you're a fucking
Anybody who is
extremist.
doing that shit is equally as crazy as the racist old white guy who believes Donald Trump is next to Jesus. Like they're both like an
Or the guy who
absurd
kills people in a
cartoon
mall because he
character of
didn't
a
live with his
person
girlfriend.
where you're like, how is this a thing?
Yeah, it's I think we've gone way too far left, and literally since I don't know for about almost 10 years now. I've been saying I feel like we went too far left, and like we're gonna correct. We're gonna self-correct to like a little more of the middle. It has gotten a little better,
Yeah.
but it hasn't like come full circle
Well, I
to be
think
like
when
okay,
you dry,
let's
it
make
is
it
like
to a middle.
overcorrecting, right? Like they go this far, this far, this far, and then they go with like, all right, fine, Zay, Zim, Zer, and there's 47 other ones. Figure out which one I am, otherwise you're the bad guy. And then at some point they go, all right, we're done. We're done playing this game.
Yeah, I mean, let's be
Like,
honest. Most people don't feel the way that trans people feel. And because it's been shoved down our throat, most people don't agree with it and are tired of it. We're sick
oh
of it.
yeah,
We want something a little more realistic.
I mean, I also don't even like I can't even hear or deal with like the complete understanding of everything. Where it's the sympathetic of like, no, you have to hear them out, you have to do this, like, no, you like the idea that it is a thing that you have to pretend to agree with, otherwise you're the bad person. Like, what happened to where we can all just disagree? As long as I'm not out there beating and kicking the shit out of somebody, I can still disagree with you, and I don't have to agree that you're a fucking lady. And because I disagree doesn't mean I'm an asshole. If I beat the shit out of you and I disagree, then I'm an asshole. It's kind of a
Yeah, I
different thing.
remember we had this conversation a long time ago, and I said, well, I would, and I still would, I would call them a her if they're really a him, and they want me to call them a her. I mean, like, whatever, I don't care.
I will
But
now.
that doesn't mean that I believe it. I'm just playing
Yeah,
along with
no,
your
yeah. I mean,
game because I'm not
yeah.
an
If it makes
asshole.
you, if it keeps you, yeah. And you know what? And I think
But if you're
I've
an
now
asshole to
come to that point where
me,
I agree with that.
if you're an asshole to me, oh shit, I'm about to fucking go off on your trans ass. But
Well, okay. Let
if you're
me say this.
not,
What if they do the hey, okay, you know what? Thank you for calling me her. And then they look at your girl. You're out with, right? Because you're out at the club, and they go, now, do you have a tampon? Because I just started my period, and they're serious.
I'd
At that
say,
point, are we still playing pretend? Are we still going
no.
by
At that point, you go, okay, no, no, no. You say something like, bro,
like
come
yo?
on, bro.
But
Your cock's probably bigger than my
that's why
dick.
we can go
Stop.
like, hey, we know we're doing this because you're a whiny little bitch, and that's the same as it's the same as giving a kid an iPad or buying them the candy because they're yelling at the store. When the
Bro,
trans people are yelling, I'm a lady, I'm a lady. You got to call me a lady. No, we don't.
but the fact that like you just called them a whiny bitch is like
Yeah,
fighting words for probably like 40% of America. Like that's crazy to me. Like no one just
I'm a
goes,
whiny bitch
wait.
most days. Like, let me
Yeah, but you're
rephrase
not
that. Let me
forcing other
preface
people
that.
to like change their thought process
True, I guess
about
that's
you.
not really a
Like
whiny bitch then.
it's if you're truly whiny, like you better fucking call me like Sir Brandon. I'm sick of that.
Yeah.
Like it's
Well,
just
truly whiny is making go like, no, I'm gonna try and change the legal system like they did in Canada to where it's a hate crime for you to say that
yeah,
I am not a lady.
that is so
That's
stupid.
when I go, okay, that's
Okay, what happened
beyond
to
where we're
freedom of
insane.
speech? Freedom of speech, you have to sort of like let it go because if you start hindering on someone else's freedom of speech, now you're fucked too. Like
Well, yeah, I mean, it's like the
things
same.
that you
Like people say,
disagree
hey, you're
with
free to
have to
say
be
fire.
okay.
You are just not in the fucking movie theater. Like you're free to yell fire at any point. It's not like that you're not. If you cause a disturbance, and that's your intention, then you're doing more than just yelling fire. It's kind of like saying like, hey, what? I can't pee. Peeing is illegal. Well, yeah, if you do it on a fucking playground, it's illegal. If you do it in the restroom, it's fine. But
Funny story, I did pee on a playground when I was like 5 years old, and they called my parents and they were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And my parents were like, "Yeah, well, he was taught by his grandpa to pee on the nearest tree."
oh,
Yeah,
that might
so
be a problem for me.
I stopped doing it, but whatever, like this is
I,
5 year
I
olds,
firmly believe that every young boy and man should be peeing outside. It's a rite of
bro.
passage.
Isn't it? It just feels good to do it. Like
Yeah,
I still want to do it, even though I have neighbors like right
I
beside
pee
me,
I
like
pee
on
outside
every
every day.
single. Well, my fence, like I'm tall, so I can see over the fence, and I feel kind of bad about
You
peeing
can
though.
see over your fucking fence.
No problem.
That would annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I don't think my neighbors can,
How
but
tall is your fence?
5'10". That's still
What the fuck?
6 inches below me.
Is it? It's like a obviously shorter fence.
Well, I think what it is the elevation of the land is sort of slopes. But like
Uh,
maybe I'm just tall because I can see over both sides
well,
pretty
that's what I'm
good.
saying. But like you've been okay. Like at my house, you don't see over the fucking fence.
I feel like it's not as
I mean,
bad at
you
your house.
probably could if you got right up on it
I
and then like
can
actually
see
try. I know
over
you
your.
could.
I think your fence is taller than mine by
That's
about
wild. That's a
six
short ass
inches.
fence.
Think about it. If it was 6 more inches, 5'10", that's
Yeah, it
six
would
more. I
block your
wouldn't be able to
view.
see. It'd
Well,
be
yeah, that's what I
perfect
was
in
just
line.
thinking. Like, if like you lowered my fence like 6 inches, like from
I'd
my
see
eye
over it.
line, I'd be like, dude, that's weird. Like, you could
You
see
could see like the edge of
over it.
your neighbor's yard line. Yeah, like, and
Yeah,
then imagine you're a foot taller.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have anything in your backyard either, right? Like sheds or anything like that.
Nope. I got my
Yeah.
plants, my garden, my little
Oh, so
pot
what you do
garden.
is you make a garden with like the some taller plants in the middle, and you just pee right there in the middle.
Well, the plants are just started about a month ago because you remember spring just started March 20th, so
Yeah, well,
they-
crouch.
they're they're getting pretty good. But no, what I do is I go to the side, but like I can see the crack through like where my gate opens on the side,
Mm.
and I'm always like worried that like, well, the house next to me is 2 stories and it's like 10 feet away. So if someone's in a right window looking down, they can see. But then also,
I'm positive
I have
that
a
my
weird.
neighbors have seen me peeing outside at some point. I
Who
know they have.
cares? Well, the people next to me, they're from a small town. Like they're pretty country and cool. The guy I talked to, I was like, "Hey man, would you be offended if I like mowed your side of the lawn? Because it feels weird to like cut a
Leave the
middle
strip.
line out of
Yeah,
nowhere." And he
or
was
like
like,
to
"I'm
leave
offended."
like.
He was like, "I'm offended that you asked me if I was offended. I'm from blah blah blah. Like I don't care." And I was like, "Perfect." But then his wife, like 3 weeks later, cut a fucking strip down my lawn, and I cut my lawn like once or twice a week, so I didn't
Now, what do you
notice
mean
it.
cut a strip down the lawn? Like y'all
Okay, so
share?
like his house here, my house here, right?
Uh huh.
My garage and my driveway, his garage and his driveway.
Uh
A
huh.
little strip of land right here.
Yeah.
I cut the whole thing. The
Yeah.
joining land between his and my house, I cut it.
Yeah.
She cut a fucking. I cut mine like 2 days before hers,
Uh
and I
huh.
cut the whole thing. And then
Then
she
she only
came
cut
back
her
like a
side.
day, and she cut her side. And
Yep.
then when I went to cut it like the next day, I was like, wait, did that bitch just like do what
She made a line. She drew the line. Now,
she
was the
probably
line
he
actually
probably didn't
equal
talk
where
to
the
her.
property?
Yeah, it was right by the fence line. And to me, I was kind of like, fucking bitch.
So
But
let
I
me tell
bet
you,
that her husband didn't talk to her.
didn't say.
Or
Well, you would
maybe,
hope.
well, look, that's one option. Here's the other option. She saw that I was cutting and she's like, why is this motherfucker cutting our lawn? I'm going to go cut our lawn.
No, nobody would say.
You,
Nobody would make that
bro,
assumption.
women are fucking weird.
No, that'd be wild.
No, I guarantee you.
I will say this. So I had a very similar issue with my neighbor to the point where like the strip in between my neighbor's house and my house, like in between our property, is the same adjoining little piece of grass.
Yeah, yours is the exact same way.
Yeah, same thing, right? Uh, Technically, if you align it up with the fence line where you only cut like your part, my portion is
6 inches
let's say
bigger.
75%.
Six. Uh huh.
75%. His is about 25%. I must have, since I've moved into this house like 6 years ago, I've probably mowed his maybe a dozen times. I think he's mowed mine one time. And for it was games of like I did it and then he did it one time and then I did it and then he never did it and then I did it, he never did it, I did it, he never did it. I'm like, what the fuck? It then at one point I mowed and I didn't get it close, like close enough, I guess, to the property line
And
where
he
he thought
bitched
it
at you.
was. No, he mowed anyway, and then he left like 2 or 3 strands running where it was like, no, you didn't mow equal along the line. So those strands are with your side because that's, it's on your side. So he left a strip that was literally less than 6 inches long all the way from the concrete, like 14, 15 feet wide or long, but only 6 inches wide. Where I'm like, that's it. That was one pass.
Yeah, literally
Yeah,
just 30 more seconds of your life.
yeah, and I was like, ever since then, I'm like, wow, dude, that's a new level of petty. I
Bro,
was like,
I would
okay,
even like I would even weed eat their side.
I weed eat shit all the time, but yeah, I have a corner
But
lot, so my
but
weed eating
once
is
she
his
did that,
shit's
I was
10%.
like, okay, fine. If that's what you want to do, then that's fine. I mow my grass fucking at least once a week. Y'all mow your shit once every 2, 3 weeks, so that's fine. If
Dude,
you want
I
your
bring
shit to
in
look
these
bad,
motherfuckers trash cans before, like multiple times.
like it ain't no big deal to me. I don't give a fuck. But like
No,
when
they were in
it's
they
just
were in the street, so I
weird.
pulled them up.
I
But
I
yeah, same thing with mowing.
understand.
Just do it.
Maybe like I feel like, ooh, this isn't my property. Like I feel weird being over here mowing. That's why I asked the dude. I was like, are you offended if I would mow your side? But then when the wife does it, it's like, well, what the fuck is going through her mind? Does she not want me to mow her side?
I don't think
Does
anybody would
she
be like, no, you can't mow my yard. Like that's an insane stance to
Well, I got
take.
some black people on the other side, and I've never even asked them, and they
They
don't
don't
mow their
even got a
shit.
lawnmower.
Bro, they have gotten, since they've moved in months ago, they've had one person mow their grass. They don't have a lawnmower. There's
Oh, well,
weeds on the other side. I'm like tempted to call HOA and be like, yo, what's up with the lawnmower? Like, we live in a nice ass neighborhood. I pay freaking $1,200 a year in HOA. Why does my
the
neighbor's
fuck?
yard
Really? Oh my god, that
1200?
sucks.
That's normal now in Houston. 1200, bro. I
For a
pay
year?
$1,200 a year, and it's all at once. You cannot do monthly. You have to pay it all at once. I have
Wait,
to have
1200.
$1,200. Yes.
It's
And you know what they
$100 a
have to
month for
offer?
the
You
fucking
know what they have to
HOA fee.
offer for my HOA?
What?
Jack fucking shit. There ain't
What do you
nothing
get
here.
in return? Like a community
Nothing.
pool, anything?
There is a pool that I've never been to, and I have no idea
You
where
better
it's
go to that
even
fucking
at.
pool.
Yeah, I know.
Well, they don't have any like. Do they have any like parks or anything that you
Yeah, they got like
have?
little small ass parks. They're like 20 feet by 30 feet for little fucking kids. None of
Hmm.
it has to do with for adults. It's all like kiddie shit.
How many people are in the HOA? Like, what is it like a community? Like, how
A
big is the community?
shitload. The
Hmm.
woman
Is it
I
all like a
emailed the
new division?
look. Yeah, it's a new division. I emailed the woman because our fucking street lights weren't even on, and it took them like a month to get that. And she was like, "I'm so sorry. I'm the only person looking after 1,200 houses." And I was like, "Wait, bitch, I'm paying 1,200, and there's 1,200 houses. That's fucking like 144, no, $1.4 million. You're the only employee. That makes no sense." I
Like,
was like,
someone's making
"Wow."
a killing.
Oh yeah. It's just a ripoff. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm the only person doing it. I'm trying so hard." I'm like, "Well, that's a fucking problem. All we
Yeah.
have is a goddamn community pool, and that's it." And she's like, "Well, you can see the breakdown at such and such website." And I'm like, "I don't need to see the breakdown. You're the only motherfucker working here. That's how I know it's a ripoff. I'm just trying to get my street lights up. Like, this is ridiculous."
Yeah, that's
And then my neighbors, their grass is, I'm not joking, bro, this high. There's
yeah, that would piss
weeds
me off.
everywhere, and I cut straight down, and I wish I could take a picture. My grass is all nice, right next to it. HOA is a joke. It's a
Wait,
joke.
are they like? Is it just? Oh, it's like literally the lawn next to yours. So like you're
It's the
cutting
same
up
thing,
against the
but
grass.
I'm cutting literally. I'm making a fake line where they're
How
look
much of their
HOA.
side of the fake line do they have to cut before it's like?
It's 50-50. It's
Okay,
50-50.
so you'd
Everything
be
here is
going
cut
out of
half
your
and half.
way to really do.
I would be going out. I would be cutting twice as much to cut their
How
lawn.
wide is that section like total?
Well, so like you know how the other line was just a little like their driveway, my driveway, and this little
Yeah.
snippet of land. The other one is here, right? Now
Uh-huh.
driveway to driveway. My whole front yard is basically this side, right? Like the house, the driveway is on the left side of the
Yeah.
house, and then this is the house, and then here's the
Yeah.
fence.
So you are
That's
making up
that
a
side. I would, and then
like a
it's
distinguishing
mirrored
line.
for that, so it would be twice as
Yeah.
much for the other side. I don't mind doing that little snippet for the other house because it's literally just the thinnest part of their yard and the thinnest part of mine. But then the other side is the biggest part of your yard and their biggest part of it. It's
Well, like
mirrored.
how wide is it though? Like in feet? Just a guess.
60.
Oh. Oh. I was expecting you to be like, I don't know, like 20 maybe, but yeah, no,
No, it's like
that's a bit
60 foot to 60 foot, and then it
that's a
kind of goes
that's a
in
good
because they
chunk.
have land. We have landscaping coming up here to our front step, and then they have landscaping going to there. So it kind of does like a little triangle,
Hmm.
like this.
Yeah, but all their shit's overgrown regardless of the landscaping.
Way overgrown, and they've literally had it cut one time. HOA literally is put into force by the people the construction business, the
Yeah.
builders, and then they take a monthly cut of another million a month,
Yeah, that's crazy.
or oh, I guess a year really. But they've
Well,
got
I know
multiple
they tried to
properties.
start a HOA here in my neighborhood with houses that like my house is built in fucking 96. Like, you know what I mean? They're like all these houses in here. They wanted to start an HOA because they built a new subdivision, like right next to us, and they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be everybody." The new houses would have been like 20% of the HOA. They're like, yeah,
So
you're
they built
fucking
the new
crazy.
houses in that the farmland next to your house.
Yeah. They built like yeah,
Really?
like a shitload of them. And then dude, the streets are so fucking congested. Like
They
it's to the
connect
point.
y'all streets to the farmland streets.
Yeah.
Does it go to like
It
what
goes
was
kind of
that?
like behind the
Violet?
school was. No, it's like yeah, on the opposite side going
Oh,
away
on the
from it.
school. Oh, okay, on that. So they made it
Yeah,
longer.
it's
So
very
there's still
weird.
farmland over by that those two
Oh yeah,
houses to like the
there's
left.
still yeah.
But if you look past that nice yellow house that was in front of your house and past the school, there's more going that way.
Yeah, like so go in that direction. There's still more farmland there, but they
Okay.
only put up maybe 50 houses. You know, like it wasn't honestly it wasn't too many. It was probably like 4 or 5 streets worth and then like 10 houses along each one.
And they
You
connected
know.
that road in front of the school to
Yeah,
keep
they
going
just
straight out.
they just made like a little square grid, but they made the streets so fucking narrow that like for some reason everybody living into these houses now have 4 fucking vehicles. So it's 2 in a parking or 2 in front of the garage and then like 2 on the street. So like literally you're driving down this road and it's just cars parked on both sides and it is barely big enough for like my slingshot to go through half the time.
Bro, I thought it
Like
was weird that school was there. Like, what a random place
yeah,
at
like
the
tucked away
end of a random, like, what's around
neighborhood.
that? Yeah, that's so weird to me. Like, who is zoned to that school? Like, Violet Road would have been a better place for a school. The road's
Well, I
bigger.
mean, like how they did with Toloso, like they built all that school out.
Toloso, that's in a good spot, at least because, well, it's kind of weird because
Well,
it's kind
the
of
one by your old
away.
apartment, because did they have the
Yeah,
school there?
yeah, they had it there. Tolosa's in a nice little area, but you got to think a middle school is way bigger. Like the next middle school, like all of Annaville is Tolosa, right? The
Yeah.
next middle school is freaking what's that town over there that Anastasia worked at?
Oh, Ben Bolt? No,
What?
that's way away.
No, no, the place Cal Allen.
Oh yeah.
Cal Allen, and then the next middle school is Toloso, bro. Think about that.
That's
So the
not too
middle
far
school's
though,
bringing,
is
yeah,
it?
but the middle school, but I'm just saying the middle school, think about the middle school brings in a whole bunch more. That elementary is in a random ass spot off of,
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, what's y'all's road? What's that road that y'all are on?
I ain't fucking telling you. You ain't the
Okay.
government.
Yeah. But anyways, a random ass road right before you get into farmland and plants, at the
Yeah.
very beginning of Annaville. Is there? I'm sure there's more elementaries. Actually, there was one by the new apartments. Remember the new apartments we
Was
were
there?
at? Uh-huh. There was a school right there,
Wasn't that the?
upriver.
Oh yeah.
And it was a nice little middle school that was built, or elementary that was built over there.
Dude,
I forget what it was on which
that
road.
little that area they got built up quick. There's
McKenzie,
a
by McKenzie Road.
isn't that Toloso?
No, yeah, it's right by it. Let me actually pull up Google Maps so we can look at this, and I'll kind of tell you
Yeah, I could have
what I'm
swore that
talking
was
about.
yeah. Well, that little area that's like the back way that I would go to Westguth Park, and
Yeah. It's
I
right
know that
by it.
they put up like a flashing stop sign and everything, trying to get people to stop over there.
All right, so ready? So where are we? Okay, here we go. Houston. Let's go to down south. Corpus, Annaville. McKenzie's right here. There's an elementary right here. Toloso Midway Primary.
Yeah, see, told you.
The Current's right. Yeah, you were saying Toloso like it was the middle school.
Oh,
The middle school's right here by West Guth. You see?
oh yeah. What's that? Oh yeah, I guess that is okay. Yeah, so it's both Toloso Midway.
That's a nice ass middle school, bro. And it's a really good school. And that is the entire Annaville and all throughout this, which is nothing, right? Not much. But then you got this nice ass elementary
Hmm.
right here. And then that gets all the new stuff. And then your elementary is, I guess we should
Down.
a little further.
No, you gotta go down. It's like where the
No,
farmland
I
is.
told you. Okay, here's the farmland right here,
Yeah,
brother.
it's literally in the middle. It's
Cal
literally in the
Allen.
strip.
Oh, that says Cal Allen. That's crazy. Look at this farmland. Isn't that crazy? So you
Dude,
said the
so
new stuff is here
zoom in. Yeah, no. Zoom in. It's to the right of the school.
over
So
here. This is where I was saying they still have
no.
farmland
Go up. It's still
over
on
here.
that strip. I want to say it's already part of the.
Who lives here? Oh, look at that blue Jeep. Is that a
That's
blue
Shannon's
Jeep?
old truck.
Oh, I love it.
No, go along, follow that road in front of in front of the school, and go to the right.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where
No,
it's
go
at,
to your
right?
right. No, go to the right.
Right here.
Like if you're going down like Lot Avenue, yeah. So keep
Uh-huh.
coming the direction. Come. So it went off to all right. So to the right of where your mouse is, like that little corner right there. Go up.
Hmm.
That little farmland, that patch of land, all of that whole little square, that rectangle right there. Like if you were to cut off where that little bit shed is to the right,
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's the whole subdivision is now built out. Like everything, all
And
that little
there's no
block
road
face.
that goes there. There's literally no access to that.
Yeah, I know they
Oh,
built
right
a
here.
drainage ditch in the middle of that little area, in the middle of that field. They put what looks like a little pool, yeah, like right there, and then they built like two roads going
Well,
all the
look, you
way
see the
around
roads
it.
right
Like,
here. This is
yeah, you can see
Shiva.
them.
Shiva Road here.
Yep.
Drogo and Jaden
Yep.
and Arya. Bro, this is fucking Game of Thrones. Arya,
Yes. Yeah, it's it's
Drogo,
Game of Thrones roads. Yes.
and then Shiva and Jaden are random. So Arya comes out here. Arya was the best character in Game of Thrones. What does that say? Banley? Bro, what the fuck? Banley
Yeah.
Drive,
So
Arya, Drogo,
they made it more than just that rectangle. They made it that rectangle plus like that
plus
whole
a little
square. Yeah,
more.
where you
Yeah,
see
that
the
makes
roads.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Drogo, probably, this is just a little.
It's weird how they have the roads, but they don't have the satellite of the buildings.
They just got to update or something. That's, I mean, if you think about it, that's a big little
It's a pretty
chunk.
big chunk, yeah.
It's right here. Yeah.
Well,
I
yeah, so
remember
they
when
brought
Boogie
in,
and
well, they
Luna got
wanted to
out.
bring in an HOA for my whole neighborhood and everything from our house all the way down to Violet. Like, that was a
Yeah, that's
whole thing.
huge.
Yeah,
That's
like that
huge.
whole thing, they wanted
Yeah,
to make an
that's
HOA.
huge.
You're like, dude, you're building out like 25%. Like, you can't.
Are there any school? Is this a school? These are just
Yeah, there's a
churches and
school in the
shit.
back.
Annabelle Elementary.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a school. Hold on, where's your school? How am I already missing this?
It's in the part that's in the farmland.
Right here.
Yeah.
So we got a school
Like the
here,
key.
elementary here, elementary
Where the baseball field is.
over here somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere over there.
Baptist Church. Damn, where is it? This is crazy. It's crazy to look at it from
Yeah,
this
because I
angle.
rode my bike around there recently.
It's a cool little neighborhood, honestly. I liked it. It's a good little place to live, honestly. And then boom, you just go like 20 minutes down the road. Bang, you here, baby. Look at that. Oh my God. Beautiful. You ready for it? You ready? Hold on. Where's
What was
I-37?
that dark spot in the ocean? That was weird.
Whoa, gross. Look how deep that is.
Hmm.
Ooh, crazy. Matagorda Island? No, baby. Where's our little spot?
What are you looking for?
Chrissy's. Oh, you ready? You ready for it? Wait for it.
Are you looking for the access point on the beach?
No, Jesus. I mean, like, I'm looking for a freaking Corpus downtown. Is it right here?
Wow.
Why does it go straight to Mustang Island? Corpus Christi. Oh, it's right here.
It's because you have your map like not facing north. That's weird.
You ready, baby? There it is. Oh, let's go.
Does a pier even exist? What pier is that?
Yeah, you took a picture there. They redid it. Indian Point.
It's Indian Point. Yeah.
Bro,
Actually, it's pretty
Indian
nice now.
Point. Oh, I'm so jealous, man. That's Marley. Shut up, Marley. Look, that's the Indian Point we remember.
Yeah. Oh man, it's actually a really nice day out there right there.
Did they fucking dredge this right side where we kept getting our lines cut? What is this?
That's
Is this
that
new?
dumbass new sculpture, yeah. It's like in the parking lot.
Off to the right side where people.
Yeah.
Off to the
They
right
tore
side.
down that building and everything.
Well, they needed to tear it down. Whoa.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
supposed to look like wind sails, like from a distance.
Oh, I get. What the hell is this? What?
Oh,
Get outta
fish,
here.
right on.
Oh, fish, right on. It looks like the pier is a lot lower now. Oh, no, okay, it looks normal.
Well, they made the wood they use is weird. It's like on a it's like a
hardy plank.
composite.
Yeah, it's like hardy plank. Little bonnet.
Nice. Yeah, this makes me want to go fishing.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's the exact same. They just tore down the building, made the little
Yeah.
there, and then put.
They just redid the pier. They didn't tear down like they didn't make it bigger. or
This
anything. They
wasn't
just-
here though. This little walk.
Yeah, it
down.
was the bird walk.
Oh, they did a little. I thought it was a little more out to this way. I guess it was here. Dang, they redid the whole thing.
It looks weird. Like that angle looks like a wide angle lens.
This is by the little sail. Oh man, that's old school, right?
Yeah, that's the same one. Yeah. Oh no, that is the old pier. That's weird how they have the old pier and the new one.
Is it the old school? Though?
No, yeah, because the
That's
old one didn't
2021.
have.
Look.
Oh no, because it didn't have
2021.
the new one has the composite on the side.
Ooh, 2022 is. It looks pretty cool though, dude. It's not bad.
I don't know.
Oh,
Supposedly
yeah,
the green
lights.
lights are what people are like loving. Apparently, that makes good for night
I wonder if
fishing.
it makes the I was gonna say night fishing.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. I wonder if that's the hottest pier in Corpus now. Then.
Oh my God! Go back to that picture.
And it's gone.
There was blood in the water.
Oh really? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it back up.
Man, go to reopen and close tabs. Right click on your right click on your bar, like on your Internet Explorer.
I got
like
it.
just off instead of the tab, and then you go to reopen close tab.
No, that's his poll. Watch. Let's see it. Google Point, Indian Point Pier.
With a little. Oh God damn it!
Come
Man, for a second there, that
Vato.
looked like he was just looking over, and in the distance,
Oh my
there
God,
was blood in the water and like a shark
blood in the
fin.
water. Bro.
Oh man.
That's how you know you're a writer. Seeing shit.
Oh.
And we've already seen all these videos. Bruh.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Anyway,
hold
okay,
on.
man. We should call it a night.
All right. Yeah, we should call it a night. All right, this one was just a good little whatever, you know. Friday.
Yeah, we definitely want to fuck
the
with
real
the audio,
deal.
dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't need to fuck with the audio.
No, I need to figure out how to. I'll look up how to do
What
that.
we can do is we can just do a test. I can start this up anytime, and then you can just see like, does that work? Does that work? It's fine. It's no big deal.
Yeah, but I'm sure somebody had to write about it somewhere. I'll
And,
try to find out on a forum somewhere.
Once I get this audio, there's a AI where you can like trim the video, any kind of odd silence, it'll cut out, and I'll send that to you.
Can you
do whatever you
upload
want.
videos to them, or do you have to like stream it live from them?
No, this interface, you can do live streams to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and then you can also just download the video and then cut it and do edits and send it to whatever you want. It'll even do AI clips. Yeah. It's pretty neat. It's not like amazing, but it's pretty good. Anyways,
Oh, man.
all right,
So you just start
brother.
on Patreon.
Peace. I'm gonna end the session, and then I'll do the little AI clip. I'll download it, and then I wonder what's the best way to send it to you.
We'll see what they clip out, and we'll just go use.
I don't want to do a whole bunch of editing. I don't feel like doing this shit. This is all for you.
It may be too big on depending on the size of the file.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I can send it to your email or just Google Drive share it. Anyways, once I get it, I'll let you know.
Google Drive would be easier. Just drop it on like a share drive.
All right. Later, nigga.